What's up, guys? Mike here, and yeah, this is something a little bit different. I finally got myself a better tripod to do little unboxing slash demonstrations and recordings like this. If you're wondering why I have my Nintendo 64 and everything here, well, welcome to the first Nintendo 64 video that's not about VideoGamesMonthly.com. I actually got myself a very interesting product that I'm going to bring you guys over here for, and I'm going to give you guys a pretty good little demonstration on how it works. And yeah, it's pretty good maintenance for all your stuff though, so let's open this thing and find out what we got. Alright, well, again, it came in this little package, so yeah, we're gonna go find out what we got here. Again, this isn't sponsored or anything either though, so again, I paid for all this with my own money. But this is what we are looking at and reviewing slash demonstrating today. These are called 1-up cards. If you haven't heard of these guys actually are very good for cleaning all your different cartridges and all your different consoles and stuff. And yeah, since I just bought myself an N64, some of these cartridges got a pretty good amount of gunk inside, so today I figured I'd tell you guys and show you guys how to actually clean out your N64 properly, because I don't know how long this thing has been sitting on a store shelf, but if you can see inside, yeah, by the way, I'm gonna have to like do a separate video and show you guys how this thing is modded, but if you see inside really closely, like you can see where some of the actual plastic pins have been cut off. That actually allows this thing to be modded completely to run N64 games from any country on this thing. But yeah, as you can see, this thing's got a little bit of dirt and grime on it, so I'm actually going to clean off the console a little bit more of these 1-up cards, and you guys are going to see a nice little difference. But before we do that though, I want to show you what I actually bought myself, because I'm going to leave a link to all this in the description. But this pack came with 3 little 1-up cards. So as you can see, there's 2 different sides of this thing, but let me just take these things out of the box. Or the bag, rather. Because these things are going to be very helpful, and I'm going to show off how these things work pretty well. Now, this fluid that actually came with everything is actually isopropyl alcohol. And what this is meant to do is that this is actually meant to polish off all the pins. Because for those of you that never grew up with a Nintendo 64, all these little game cartridges, if you look really closely inside, I'm not sure if you'll be able to get a good view of that, but I'm going to try to get this thing to focus. As you can see, there's little brass pins inside that you can actually have polished off, and these make contact with the little steel thing you guys just saw inside the system, and this actually cleans it off pretty well. And when you put it in, there you go, then it should be working, because the pins make contact inside the system. And that is how the game boots up. Again, like I said, the N64 is a very unique console in that regard, but these things definitely could use a little bit of a polish and a clean, so I'm going to show you how this thing works. It's really not that hard at all. I'm also going to demonstrate this thing though, because this is honestly more, I kind of needed this more, but I ended up getting this in a pack on the website, and I will leave a link in the description. Oh, look at that, also, there you go. So anyway, this is the N64 Console Cleaner. So, by the way, this website is also not just for N64 stuff. This is also a good website for any retro game collectors out there that have a Nintendo NES, a Super Nintendo, a Sega Genesis, anything that's really cartridge based, except for really Game Boy and Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance cartridges. Because I don't think these 1-up cards are really going to fit all that well into those, but for anything else, this is pretty much going to do it for all your game console cleaning needs. And I'm actually going to probably use this to polish off the system as well, but again, I might as well demonstrate this first over here, so let me see. Again, it came with this little thing. Basically, in order to use this, it's really just simple. It's as simple as taking it out and putting in the cartridge over and over. So let's give that a shot first, because I'm sure what this does is this thing actually has some sort of polisher on it that actually helps it with the metal contacts inside. If this thing can focus. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that little pink strip inside, but that is pretty much what we're going to use to clean this thing. Yeah, hold on, I'm going to tilt this down just a little bit. There we go. Just tighten that up just a little bit. And basically it's as simple as this. Yeah, as you can see, that nice clean strip, it actually got quite a lot of dirt off of that. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but it was just a plain purple strip before. I'm trying to get this thing to focus. Yeah, as you can see, look at that. That is a lot of dirt that just came off on this thing. So yeah, really well, I would say that's a successful clean. Yeah, that's a lot of dirt, jeez. I didn't realize this thing had so much dirt on it. Well, I'm gonna give this a few more shots. Yeah, this thing's been sitting on a store shelf in Gotham City Games for God knows how long. Plus, this is a modded system, so I would imagine that there's a good amount of dirt in here. So, alright, well, I think that's good enough for that, though. But again, really useful tool for any of your consoles. This is pretty much a thing for the SNES and the NES. It basically works the same way. You could just insert and take out the cartridge. Yeah, just to show you guys one last time, though. This thing can focus, come on, there you go. Yeah, each one of those little lines in the cartridge is actually dirt. So yeah, that was definitely necessary. I am glad I bought this. Okay, I'm going to leave a link to all this in the description, but if you guys didn't see it, oneupcard.com. And now I can put these to the side and I will show you how to clean off these things and we'll see how much dirt comes off of these. I even got an SNES cartridge because I know my man Shellshock, he may or may not give me a copy of Super Mario 64 for this, so I figured I'd clean this off for him on camera as well, just to show off how this works. So I'm only going to use one card for this video, but I'm glad that this thing came in a pack of 3. So this is pretty much like a credit card though, but this is the 1UP card. In fact, it gives you all the instructions here on the back, which is really nice. This thing can focus. Either way though, basically it just says that we gotta moisten the fluid side, and then we gotta rub it against the contacts and buff with the dry side. I would suggest maybe waiting a minute or two after using this, but yeah, we're gonna see how much dirt comes off, because I could see that Mortal Kombat looks grimy as hell. So yeah, we're gonna give this a shot. So I don't know if I could like zoom in a little bit maybe for this one. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. And there goes my notifications again. I really have a bad habit of like leaving my notifications on. But either way, I am going to now put a little bit of fluid on the fluid side. Not too much though, I would say maybe a little bit. There. Maybe I used a little too much, I don't even know. This is my first time doing this, honestly. And yeah, we're going to see. So observe though. You can see the fluid is right on there. You can see that little thing of fluid on there, but yeah, let's see how well this turns out. You can already see that there's a good amount of gunk on this card already, though. As you can see, it got a nice little bit of gray on there, but I don't think you guys could see it too well. But yeah, there's a good amount on there, but I'm gonna buff this out a little bit more. And dry this off with the dry side now. And yeah, that actually looks a lot better already. Even though the top could probably use a little bit more work, like the little bit on top, but if this thing can focus. Again, it's kind of hard to really show it off in here, but that's basically how these things work. But I'm gonna clean up a couple more here. I'm not gonna use it on the actual cleaner itself, but yeah, I'm gonna just apply a little bit extra fluid on this thing. This thing is really reusable though for a couple of games, so I think I could use this one card on these couple of games here and just show it off. I'll use a little bit more fluid, not too much more though. But yeah, at least I'm glad I have my own amount of fluid and stuff now that I can actually use to clean off these games. Yeah, we got Pokemon Puzzle League. Again, you know, honestly, I would love if someone could actually make a fan game of this where you can customize the background and noises for this game. I would love to ROM hack the hell out of this game and just insert random YouTubers and make my own version of Pokemon Puzzle League. This game is fantastic in terms of puzzle games on the Nintendo 64. If you guys haven't played this game yet, this is really one of the underrated gems in the Pokemon series, so definitely go give this one a shot. But anyway, let me go clean this thing out. Yeah, with the N64 cartridge, I could imagine it was good. I already knew it would be kind of a little bit harder because there wouldn't be as much wiggle room in here. But I think this will still get the job done. Alright, it's definitely getting a lot of dirt off of this thing. Oh yeah, it definitely got a little bit more dirt off than that. And again, at the end of the video, I'm also gonna just show off one of these games working, like right after I pull this off. But yeah, I'd say that's really well cleaned. But as you can see, this is why Video Games Monthly and Retro Game Treasure need to really keep an eye on their games and everything. Because as you can see, there's a good amount of filth on here. If I can get it to focus on that. Yeah, this thing already got pretty grimy. I only cleaned off like one of their N64 games and an SNES game. But I think I'll just do one more though, and then I'll just show you guys how it looks when I mean, you guys are already basically seen that, but I'll show off that it works and everything. And then it's a lot better though with that. But last one I'm going to clean off is a really good favorite of mine though. This is honestly one of the best kart races on the N64 though, right below Mario Kart 64. Mickey Speedway USA was another good one too though, but Diddy Kong Racing is definitely up there in my childhood memories though for favorite games on there. But yeah, I'm going to clean this off and then I'll show off it working on the system. So actually before that, I'll bring over the N64, I'll have it all plugged up and everything and ready to go. So yeah, I'll see you guys over there. Actually, scratch that. I actually want to show off that this thing can actually polish off the actual system itself and give some new life to this thing. So let me actually zoom this out just a little bit. And yeah, I'm actually gonna, I'm gonna use a new card for this because I know the system's gotta have a lot of like nostalgic and store dust on it. So honestly, I'm gonna show you that this thing can actually be used to polish off your system as well, though, because I know it looks like it's in pretty good condition now, but it's got a good amount of dust on it. But I'm gonna clean this thing off a little bit. I'm just going to quickly give the top of this thing and the side of this thing a good little polish. Give it that nice new nostalgic shine to it. Oh yeah, by the way, fun fact I wanted to quickly show you guys. This is actually a Japanese N64 as well. This isn't even a North American version. I don't know if you guys can see that well. Focus. Focus, camera. Yeah, as you can see, this is actually a Japanese N64 right there. You can see right over there it says JPN. But this thing actually plays all my US cartridges and everything all pretty much normally on here, which is pretty fantastic. Yeah, as you can see, the system has a nice little new shine to it now, so it's got a little bit of extra clean to it. So I'm going to quickly buff this out and then But yeah, this thing is also good for buffing out and polishing, giving your console that brand new store-like shine. Looks like $19.99 on this thing now, so not bad. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna plug this thing up, and then I'm gonna show you cleaning off a cartridge and this thing immediately working. Although this thing does, one of the cards actually does suggest that you wait a couple of minutes before getting these things going in the console. But I'm gonna just show you that it's okay to really do it honestly as soon as you're done with the dry side, because the dry shot. I can't talk today. The dry side of the card should be able to actually dry this thing off and be able to make this thing pretty much usable right away. But yeah, I'll see you guys over at the console. Yeah, I know, I'm literally on my knees right now to do this, but yeah, I'm going to just show off cleaning off Diddy Kong Racing now, and then I'm going to show you off putting it right in the system. So again, a little bit of fluid, a little dab will do you. Not going to clean this one as long. Alright, well now, come with me though. Again, we already have it on the right setting. I know, the controller's not connected to the system. There you go, good old nostalgia. Anyway guys, that's gonna do it for this small little video here. And hold on. Oh well. Anyway, that is gonna do it for this little video on how to maintain and clean your N64 system and its cartridges. Again, I know not the most glamorous or interesting video out there, but again, I want to cover everything I can about this amazing console, and also this might help other retro collectors out there to actually keep maintaining their stuff as well. But hey, that means I got more fun stuff on the way though, including more LPs. In fact, I really got a freaking LP this game next year at some point. Hold me to that, because this game is absolutely fantastic. I really got to show off everything this game has to offer. When I do get the opportunity to actually get recording equipment for this game, I definitely want to show off how I'm going to be able to record this game as well. But again, as you can see though, immediate playback with no worries. In fact, I think it actually ran in record time thanks to cleaning out the pins on the system. Because before, it actually took a minute or two for it to actually load on here. So yeah, cleaning out the console actually I think helped it out quite a bit. But anyway, that is going to do it for this video, guys. Until the next one, fellow Monster Gamers, don't forget to subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. All the links in the description below. And until the next video, my fellow Monster Gamers, thank you as always for watching, and take care. Dun, 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 dun.